YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing great today. Let's get into it. Apparently there is an insider that heard a very different story than that which Meghan told Oprah. Remember when she said that Kate made her cry? Well, someone who actually heard what happened, an actual witness, has come out to say, that's not what happened. This person is saying that it was a very different story than that which Meghan told. During the Duke and Duchess's Oprah interview in March, Meghan actually spoke about the reports of a disagreement between her and Kate around the bridesmaids' dresses. Well, Meghan claimed that an upset Kate had made her cry and it really hurt her feelings. Like who's going to hurt Meghan's feelings? Really? Your feelings is going to get hurt? Okay. So Buckingham Palace released only a brief statement in the aftermath, saying that this issue raised in the interview will be addressed by the family privately, which everything essentially should have been addressed privately. You know, this is what I don't understand still to this day, how we have this woman in an interview spewing all the inside details of her life behind palace walls, but yet she mad at her dad for talking about her being in the royal family. Really, for real, like, get over it, girl. You just contradicting yourself all day long with your stupidness. However, a palace insider has told the Sunday Times royal editor Nika they heard a different version of events from Meghan. In a special commemorative piece to mark Kate's 40th birthday, the palace source claimed, "I've had hundreds of hours of conversations with Kate, and it never came up. I only heard from Meghan about it, a very different story from what she said to Oprah." We know that this was something that Meghan had twisted. I think this is why William is so upset. You have this woman here talking to the whole world about her relationship with the royal family, things that they should not be talking about. And she's making up these lies about William's wife. Can you imagine how upset William is by hearing this? Like, I can only imagine how just infuriating it would have made him. Vile and creepy. Fury around Meghan is dragged into a furious row with Kate. Meghan Markle fans have hit back at an article that pits royal women against one another ahead of the Duchess's 40th birthday. So, royal commentator Omid shared an opinion piece from a tabloid news magazine that it appeared to speak favorably of Kate, but heavily criticized other royal women, including Meghan Markle and Princess Charlene of Monaco and Queen Letizia of Spain. Mr. Scobie wrote, "I do not understand the constant need to use op-eds around the Duchess's 40th to sling mud at women that have nothing to do with her on her birthday. The language in this vile article is sexist, hateful, and creepy." So Joe Holmes had echoed Omid's thoughts, writing, "This article is vile." Writer Abby Gardner referred to the article as deeply disturbing. Queen's icy roll with Prince William and Kate Middleton over royal duties, reportedly leaving the monarch livid. Really? Who's reporting on this? Well, apparently a royal expert had said that Kate will become more important to the Queen this year as the royal family prepares for yet more testing times. The firm is still being impacted by the scandal around Prince Andrew's lawsuit, with the judge deciding this week whether it will go to trial. There are also said to be concerns around Prince Harry's upcoming memoir, which could further strain relations within the royal family. So royal author Kate Nichol explained that these challenges could see Kate take over more important roles. I think because Kate is giving off a very positive, glowing, supportive image. People want to support her. This image that she has essentially is really helping to strengthen the monarch, and seeing her give stability and continuity to the royal family. And you're going to start seeing more and more with Kate. I mean, just even around her 40th birthday, she has been in every magazine, especially here in the States. She's everywhere, and people are really like feeling Kate. They're really starting to take notice of her, and she has a way about her that leaves people just with, okay, we stable, things are good, there's no divisiveness, there's no struggles, there's no issues. We got simplicity. We have someone who is going to give their all and walk in grace and dignity, and there's not going to be an issue. When you see Kate, that's what you get. And that's exactly what the Queen wants, because this is how the Queen has essentially ruled since she's come into her role as the monarch. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle step back to step ahead of royal family. Well, Prince Harry and Meghan have come under fire for trying to step ahead following the decision to step down. Now, didn't we see this coming? So we know Harry and Meghan have been accused of stepping back away from the royal family just so that they could jump the line and step ahead and be ahead of them. This claim has been made by branding expert and founder of Frank PR, Andrew Block. He started it all by admitting since moving to California and stepping down as working royals, Harry and Meghan have secured a number of lucrative business deals and personal endorsements, which have seen their personal wealth rocket. I don't know how much so, but hey, perhaps they have gotten a lot more than they would have gotten had they stayed within the royal family, right? So we know it was about the money. It was about trying to really get as much wealth as possible, because the wealth and the controlled wealth they had within the royal family just wasn't enough. Like, we don't want that controlled wealth. We want it all. Like the greed, the salivating of the possibilities that we can have on our own and riding on the coattails of the royals is really looking good to me. And that's what Meghan wanted all along. She wanted that. And we know this. We all know this. And so this PR expert is actually saying exactly that. And he's also saying that he would estimate that the combined net worth is around 250 million pounds. They are really making the most of their newfound status, and their potential to become the world's richest personal brand looks eminently achievable. But does it? Does it? Is their brand damaged? Can you look at them and see, wow, they're going places? Or do you look at them and do you see how they have damaged their own brand by their own choices, by how they have marketed themselves, how they come off as very negative sometimes? So I think people are going to try to come out and say these things that will hype up their brand, but it's all a PR stunt. It's all to try to get the hype around them so that people can like take a look and like, oh, yeah, they up and coming. What they about? We know though back in 2021, they didn't do anything for their Spotify podcast. Like, they haven't really produced the materials that they are expected to produce. But what does that mean? Well, we know that they are also going to be going separately in their branding because they want to try to get the most bang for their buck. And so Harry's going to be doing all his own little branding deals, and Meghan is going to be doing hers. And so they're going to try to maximize their brand by going out individually. But what will this get them in the eyes of the American people, especially considering over the pond, they're not looked at as favorably over in the UK? Can that transcend over into the States? I think it can, because myself and others included who are talking about this are really trying to educate people on the deal. What is actually going on with this royal couple, and how they are trying to achieve things in a very conniving, sinister, not genuine way. it really is a backstabbing kind of branding that they're trying to do, because they think that if they continually try to destroy the image of the monarch and try to come out and paint them as bad actors and enlighten themselves to we're the good royals and they're the bad royals, then this can increase our brand and our popularity. But can it? Will it? I think only time will really tell. But when you have people who are speaking out against it and the true stories are being heard, it gives people pause to think and go, really? And those that really want to know will know. And they'll see it. And those that want to just be fans and look at them as a power couple brand or whatever, they will see them as that. But will it transcend into the dollars that people will spend money to buy their products? Will they sell the magazines? Will they get the news coverage that is going to always paint them in a way that's going to uplift their brand? Like, how will their whole branding translate to dollars? Because they can spend all they want money in the world on doing things. But if they can't sell things, if they can't win the hearts of the public, the people, then you just spinning your wheels. Meghan once again tried to overshadow Kate. What is this about? People have to wake up and see this, because since Meghan is coming to the royal family, this is what she has done. This has been her MO, to overshadow people and to stomp on them as if you don't want people talking about other people because you want all the attention for you. It's like me. And most people won't understand that kind of PR game that Meghan is playing. But that's what she has done. That's exactly what she has done. Harry and Meghan had overshadowed Kate's birthday as they announced their plans to leave the royal family. And we know that when they decided to leave the royal family, Harry and Meghan's announcement had overshadowed Kate's 38th birthday. So it's just another example of how far the so-called Fab Four have drifted apart. And I doubt Harry and Meghan will be at any celebrations for Kate. And it's a sad day for the monarch that the two brothers and their wives, who had so much potential to do so much good and to be a really positive force, they are now in this position. Prince Charles praises William and Harry for their environmental work. Since over a decade, Prince Charles has penned an essay in an American publication, Newsweek, talking about the environment, and he's trying to put a positive spin on some things that I think he is subtly trying to hint to his son, Harry. I'm giving you your props, don't give me my props, and stop being out of control. I'm being nice to you. But anyway, so Prince Charles has long been an advocate for environmental issues, and today, well, the royal family is speaking out again on the issue in a new cover story within Newsweek. In it, Charles has penned an essay talking about the impact of climate change and his ideas around combating the climate crisis. The world is on the brink, he writes, and we need to mobilize urgency of a war-like footing if we are going to win. And I must praise Prince Charles. He has really been on top of this environmental thing long before it was even popular. I remember him talking about the environment like years ago, and I was like, what is he talking about? And he obviously knew what he was talking about. I think that there are some things that we should pay attention to around climate change, and Prince Charles was on top of that long before a lot of us had it on our radar. So in his essay, Charles spoke about his family's long history and commitment to climate causes, beginning with his late father, Prince Philip, who had helped found the World Life Fund 60 years ago, and continuing with his son, Prince William and Harry. As a father, I am proud that my sons have recognized this threat. Most recently, my elder son, Prince William, has launched the prestigious Earthshot Prize incentive change by identifying and investing in technologies that can make a difference. And my younger son, Harry, has passionately highlighted the impact of climate change, especially in relation to Africa and his commitment to charity and being net zero. I wonder if Harry will notice that. I wonder if Harry will recognize that his father has given him some accolades, and perhaps he can start acting like a decent son and stop being off the chain stupid with his whole issues around his father and all the other things he's trying to do. Is just ridiculous. Harry and Meghan fans outraged as Piers Morgan vows to take swift vengeance on Duchess, and yes, he should. Look at what all this stuff this girl has done. Like, somebody got to stand up to this. And then I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it should be Piers Morgan, because he knows what has happened in a way that none of us know, because he has had firsthand accounts of how Meghan has treated him and how she continues to treat other people that are close to her. So good for you, Piers Morgan. What you about to do? Well, Harry and Meghan fans are really upset about this. They think Piers Morgan, hey, what you doing? What you doing? And he has vowed, seriously vowed, to take a swift vengeance on the Duchess after he alleged that she tried to cancel him. It wasn't even good enough that he quit. He was like, done. They want me to apologize. I'm not apologizing. I'm leaving. I quit. But then she like tried to have the man cancel. Like, she tried to like really dig it in. And this is the type of person we're talking about. Meghan Markle is so vengeful. She is somebody that really wants to do the most harm to people, to elevate herself and to make herself look more like she's an angel. Like, that's her goal, to make herself look like she's the glorious one and everybody else, y'all wrong, y'all wackadoos, y'all got issues, and I don't like y'all. Like, she's got all these issues, and there's something seriously wrong there, because she just takes it to a whole nother level, and she just really doesn't have to do that. The news comes as the controversial Twitter trigger happy TV personality had made threats against the Duchess, suggesting that she is in for a nasty surprise. Yes, Piers Morgan is like, look, girl, you in for it now. You tried to cancel me? Oh, no, you didn't. I'm coming for you. And that's what Piers is like, vowing to really cause some damage. So Mr. Morgan has promised to deal a scathing attack on the Duchess in a column with The Sun. He is getting ready to let loose the pen, promising to have his last word over Meghan Markle. How Kate Middleton's quiet confidence has influenced her royal work over the past decade. Yes, she has the natural quiet confidence. Like, this woman is Teflon. You like, things just be bouncing off of her, like nothing don't stick. And she's just walking in grace and dignity all the way. She ain't gonna let nothing affect her. You don't even see what she's feeling. Her emotions, like, she like, you know, I'm queen consort one day and I'm going to just walk in my grace and dignity. And that's what she does. And you have to applaud that, because that's not easy to do. It's easy to spout, oh, y'all mean to me, or I'm leaving, I'm doing this. It's easy to be this outspoken, verbally announcing all the wrongs and injustices that have been done to you. But it's a lot harder to remain quiet and be dignified in your example of, I'm not going to let nothing affect me on the outside. I'm just going to do what I do in public, and no one's going to know how I feel. And that is what Kate does. And this is someone who is actually a lot stronger and ready to do what she has to do in a way that is a lot more credible and worthy of celebrating than someone as outspoken as Harry and Meghan. And they're always going to be the bad example. Until I see them do otherwise, I'm going to call out their bad behavior. Now, I'm always out for vindication and for redemption, but I haven't seen it yet from them. It could come. Maybe. I don't know, maybe. But I'm just going to just call it like it is. When you look at Kate, it's all good. It's all good. And then we got the other extreme. Ugh.